Good afternoon. My name is Ed Coletti, and as Chief Executive Officer of Helen Hayes Hospital, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 120th Annual Helen Hayes Hospital Honors Assembly. I'm so happy to join you today to celebrate our incredible honorees during National Rehabilitation Week. The Honors Assembly has been held every year since our hospital's founding in 1900. It began as a school graduation for our pediatric patients and later evolved into a celebration of all our patients' rehabilitation achievements. On this day, we recognize our patients' hard work and determination and their unwavering commitment to their rehab programs. We also acknowledge the profound impact our honorees have had on the entire hospital community, from their fellow patients to the staff who they have inspired. In a few moments, you will hear the incredible stories of this year's honorees. Their victories in the face of overwhelming odds will give you a glimpse into the power of hope, spirit, and rehabilitation. We're grateful to our honorees for allowing us to share their stories today and for inspiring us with the determination to overcome any obstacle. We also thank our amazing staff, without whom these recoveries would not be possible, and all of you for tuning in today. These challenging times may have kept us apart, but we have felt your support each day as we continue our important work. Your friendship and encouragement is very appreciated. I'm pleased now to turn our ceremony over to our rehab staff, who will begin our awards presentation.
The Helen Hayes Macarthur Rose Award is presented to a patient whose love of life and caring and concern for others has made a difference in the lives of the hospital's patients and staff. It reflects Mrs. Macarthur's own zest for life and the beauty of her famed rose garden. Today, I am so happy to present the Rose Award to Matthew Van Orden, who is the embodiment of these extraordinary qualities. A dedicated volunteer firefighter, Matt was working as a landscaper when he stepped onto an unstable well cover and fell 25 feet. It took over 4 hours for Matt to be extricated from the well, and the fall left him with a fractured vertebra and an incomplete spinal cord injury. This resulted in the loss of his ability to walk, facing multiple surgeries and a long road to recovery. Despite these many obstacles, Matt's progress after being admitted to our spinal cord injury unit in December 2019 was incredible. Initially dependent on others for his basic needs, Matt progressed to a confident, self-reliant rock star. He built a rapport with his therapists and supporting staff, and as a result of those bonds, as well as the support of his family, was able to explore and face many challenges that were both physical and emotional. Through hard work and perseverance, Matt excelled. He learned skills and mastered techniques that made him independent again, even if having to do things differently. He learned how to become mobile again with the use of a manual wheelchair. He became proficient in all aspects of self-care and progressed from having to be Hoyer lifted from one surface to another to mastering a popover transfer using just his own strength. He challenged himself consistently to meet goals and set new ones, and worked hard every day to gain upper body and trunk strength in order to compensate for his lower body weaknesses. Matt and his family were also determined to do everything possible to prepare for his discharge. He and his mother participated in educational sessions and also participate in a community outing with his OT and peer mentor to challenge his wheelchair negotiation skills in real life. As any 20-year-old would, Matt also wanted to return to driving as soon as possible, so he took advantage of our driving program, which allowed him to get back into the driver's seat using hand controls. Matt handled his injury with a maturity and grace beyond his years. His infectious smile and laughter, witty sense of humor, and caring nature drew others to him. He could often be seen speaking to other patients, not hesitating to share his story and experiences and provide support. He always encouraged others even when facing challenges himself. His never-ending drive, dedication, and perseverance inspired hope in those around him. With unwavering strength and determination, Matt eventually gained enough lower body strength and control to stand and even take a few steps with his physical therapist using a leg brace and walker before being discharged home. He continued his hard work in outpatient therapy, and today he is able to take 6-mile walks. Matt, your courage in the face of adversity, love of life, and desire for independence have enabled you to ace your goals and return to living your remarkable life. You are an inspiration to so many of us here at Helen Hayes Hospital, and I am so happy to present you with the Helen Hayes Macarthur Rose Award. Congratulations.
Do you expect me to talk now? Is that what everybody wants? I mean, I think all I can say is thank you to everyone, because without my family, my friends, and the amazing staff here, wouldn't be where I am, that's for sure. You know, even when I didn't think I was, capable of doing what I did, I had the support of everyone that kept pushing me through to do it. And like I said, can't thank everybody enough for that.
Not be able to look at you because I'm going to end up crying.
I'm not going to look. I can't. We can't look at each other.
The Medal of Independence recognizes the achievements of those who have overcome catastrophic, disabling injuries, demonstrating tremendous hard work and resiliency. We can't think of anyone more deserving of this recognition than Jean Sinelli. Not only did she fight through her own adversity, but she was a bright light and motivator for everyone around her. In August of 2019, Jean sustained a brain bleed, which resulted in paralysis on the right side of her body and severe communication deficits. When she first arrived at our hospital, she had no movement in her right arm or leg, as well as absent sensation and perception on the entire right side of her body. She was unable to communicate basic messages and had trouble consistently understanding those around her. Often, even though Jean knew what she wanted to say, her apraxia of speech limited her ability to get those thoughts out. I'm already getting emotional. In physical therapy, Jean faced many challenges. She initially required maximum assistance with transfers and walking, and had a difficult time standing and maintaining her balance. While she began to regain movement and strength in her right leg, she continued to exhibit decreased attention, coordination, and sensation on her right side. Jean, however, was completely up for the challenge. With assistance, she began practicing walking with an ankle-foot orthotic and got stronger and stronger, improving in her balance and her ability to walk. She also started walking with a cane and climbing stairs. She was so determined to push herself and get her life back. In speech therapy, Jean initially required significant assistance to express basic thoughts and comprehend simple information. Despite this, she was always extremely social and interactive, communicating her wants, needs, and thoughts, and engaging with other patients and staff in every way possible. She worked diligently every day and was eager and excited to attend each session. Her hard work and determination was evident in the progress she made, and that progress was clearly visible to everyone. Jean attended every session extremely motivated and with a smile. She would work on tasks independently in her room and was always asking what else she could do to further her progress. She practiced reading, writing, and speaking outside of her therapy sessions, and day by day, her ability to express herself as well as understand those around her improved. She was very active and eager throughout each and every rec therapy session as well. Each time she attended a session, she worked on her communication skills via conversation, word games, and card games. Even though some sessions were harder for her than others, she never gave up and always kept trying. Jean's positive attitude and determination were well known on the 4th floor. Jean knew everyone, including staff and patients. She not only pushed herself to work hard, but she also motivated all of the patients around her, especially in the dining room. She would encourage everyone else to focus on their progress and advocated for herself and those around her. She would constantly cheer other patients on, especially when they were having bad days. She truly became the 4th floor mayor. By the time Jean was discharged, she had made significant gains across all disciplines. She left Helen Hayes Hospital performing all mobility with her brace and cane with only supervision. Her speech and language had improved drastically, and she was able to communicate more easily and express more complex thoughts and ideas. By discharge, Jean was able to use her right arm and play her favorite card game, Kings in a Corner, with ease. Jean was self-motivated to get back to her active lifestyle, including sporting events, her full-time job, family trips, and volunteer work in the community. And through hard work, she achieved exactly that. Shortly after discharge, Jean took a vacation with her family and went back to many of the activities she loved before. When Jean recently came back to visit, she was planning and organizing a walk to raise awareness for organ donation, and it was hard to tell what her impaired side was. Recently, Jean has returned to work, exactly 364 days after her stroke. Jean, you have been such an amazing patient to work with and watch grow. Your positive attitude and determination to succeed are the perfect example of what the Medal of Independence signifies. We are so happy to honor you today. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you everybody for coming. I am a success story because the exceptional care that I received here with these miracle workers here at Helen Hayes. They pushed me to be my best. I have gone back to work and back to my life. I thank you very, very much. I thank my family, God, and my friends who prayed for me. I would not have been able to do it without you. Thank you.
The Frontline Hero Award honors those who have dedicated their lives to serving and protecting our communities. It recognizes the selfless acts of those who put themselves at risk for their fellow man and celebrates the amazing accomplishments they have achieved in rehab through their unshakable spirit and determination. Today, we honor Christopher Perez, who is the absolute definition of a frontline hero. From his work as a healthcare provider during the COVID pandemic to the inspiration that he has provided to all of us throughout his recovery, Chris brightens the world around him with his eagerness, selflessness, and resolve to never give up. In the midst of a worldwide pandemic, Chris was bravely serving on the front lines as a CNA at a mental health hospital. As he was providing his patients with the vital care they needed during such trying times, Chris himself contracted COVID-19 and sustained a stroke at just 26 years old. His cognition was affected and he lost almost all movement on his left side. Chris's doctor told him that he only had about a 30% chance of ever walking again. But Chris wasn't one to give up hope. When he arrived at Helen Hayes Hospital, he dove headfirst into his rehab program, determined to make every moment count. He gave his all in therapy each day, was always eager to try new things, and never admitted when he was tired. He was happy to put in the hard work, knowing that it would help him to achieve his goals of regaining his mobility and returning to his rewarding career, even if it meant prolonging his length of stay when he had not been home or seen his family or friends in weeks.
A caregiver at heart, Chris also served as an unending source of strength and encouragement for our patients and staff, even as he worked to overcome his own obstacles. He quickly became a part of our hospital family, reaching out to fellow patients on his unit when they needed support, and making certain that every member of the staff he encountered felt his appreciation. COVID may have temporarily taken Chris away from his hospital position, but he never stopped serving on the front lines as a healthcare worker and healer. Chris also never stopped pushing himself to succeed and stunned everyone, including himself, with his progress. He so consistently challenged himself, asking for extra exercises or playing video games that utilized his left hand, that by the end of his stay, it was hard to tell which hand had been affected by the stroke. He shattered all doctors' expectations, and just 1 week before his 27th birthday, Chris was discharged from Helen Hayes, able to walk distances without any assistance. Today, he continues to work hard and make amazing progress in outpatient therapy and plans to enter nursing school in the future. Chris, you have always expressed how thankful you are to everyone who helped you, but it is we who are thankful to you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Your kindness, motivation, and devotion to others has impacted more people than you know. We are so honored to present you with the Frontline Hero Award today and can't wait to hear about all the incredible things you will accomplish. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So we can just take this?
All right.
We'll put it to the side. Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna try not to cry. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I just think that without my faith that He's brought me such a long way, and most importantly, I'd like to thank everybody here in this room. I can name all your names, but seriously, everybody here in this room, everybody from my coworkers to my family to the staff that's helped me, the team. It's just my girlfriend, everybody. It's just so much that just when this first happened to me, as they said, the doctor said 33% chance I'll be able to walk again. But honestly, I didn't really think about it that way. I wasn't affected, and that's because I just had a strong support system, a lot of love, a lot of care, and just strong faith, knowing that I'm gonna be okay and I'm gonna be all right. And I look forward to, just doing amazing things with my life. I'm 4 months removed from what happened to me, so just look out for me, because I'm gonna be out there, I'm gonna be doing amazing things, and it's gonna be a great time. And I want everybody here to join me along the way, so you can see me. Thank you.
Today we present the Frontline Hero Award to an extraordinary healthcare hero, Jean Alexander. Amidst the uncertainty of the COVID pandemic, Jean heroically served her patients on the front lines, inspiring us all with her dedication to caregiving, the field of nursing, even as she herself faced overwhelming health challenges. As the country shut down due to the coronavirus, Jean continued to selflessly serve her community as nursing assistant while also finishing her online studies to become a registered nurse. In early April, she was admitted to Mount Sinai Hospital for progression of left-sided weakness and was found to be positive for the COVID-19 virus and to have suffered a stroke. The stroke left her with physical impairments to both her mobility and speech, and Jean was soon admitted to our hospital to begin her rehabilitation journey. Jean worked incredibly hard to overcome the obstacles that lay before her. She courageously embraced each day at Helen Hayes with good temperament and grace. Her accomplishments in recovery were outstanding, yet her hard work, perseverance, and determination for almost 7 weeks at Helen Hayes were only a few of her achievements. While in the hospital, she also continued with her academic studies, persevered and successfully achieved her goal of a nursing degree, becoming a registered nurse. All this while working to build and strengthen her healing body, mind, and spirit. St. Jean worked hard each day to regain her mobility. She never complained or turned down an opportunity to push forward through challenging therapies each day. Her kind and appreciative attitude was contagious. So much so that everyone who interacted with her felt and caught this positive spirit which she brought forth each and every day. I also can't forget to mention St. Jean's supportive family, who communicated with her daily throughout her rehabilitation. This loving family is a testament to how much family support can affect the outcome of a person's rehab journey. It was an honor for our team to know this strength under fire and to have been a part of healing an individual who we know will make so many amazing contributions to our world. We are so proud to present St. Jean Alexandra with the Frontline Hero Award for her remarkable achievements. Congratulations, St. Jean. Congratulations. It's a little heavy. It's heavy.
I don't want to cry. We have tissues. I'm very thankful for the staff here at Helen Hayes for your dedication, encouragement, and support during my time here. You guys were like my family. Well, we're very appreciative of you guys. I remember we were looking for a recovery place, and this is her boyfriend's mom, and I was just like, do you think this is going to be a good choice? Or I was just so hectic about choosing a recovery place, and I'm so grateful for everybody here for encouraging her and just motivating her, and she told me that like she felt supported. It was really nice, and you guys were, like she said, her family here. So we're very appreciative. She came back to us very positive. I was like, what did they do to you? And she was very motivated, so we're very grateful.
I want to thank you all for taking care of her. I myself work in the health field. I'm a retired nurse. So
Thank you.
I know that you all try your best and you give the best care you can. And I always pray for you guys all the time because I know how hard the work can be. But I know that every person here that took care of her had given her good care. Because I usually come up and leave stuff for her, and by the time I get back to the car, someone picks it up and give it to her. And there's not a time that she ever calls us to say, you know, when we call her, to say that she's not taken care of. She's been taken care of, and I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Because I know how the work is hard. I know that for a fact, because I work at the bedside for 40 years. So I know what that entails. And I know that each of you nurses, directors, the doctors, I know for sure that you're in this profession to help and to do the best you can. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you ever so much. I forget the physical therapists, the occupational therapists, and the food service workers, because I know how hard the work could be, and I thank you all.
Thank you. Continuing Care Cup is awarded to a patient who has made remarkable gains in their recovery due to their hard work, perseverance, and dedication to continue progress in therapy. Today, it is my privilege to present this award to Elvis Quijada, who continues to inspire us all with his quiet strength and determination to succeed.
After a car accident in 2018, Elvis began to suffer from worsening back and shoulder pain, which progressed to leg numbness, weakness, and instances of his back giving out. He was soon found to have multiple disc herniations, a severe spinal cord compression, and was in need of surgical intervention. Following his surgery in June of 2019, he was admitted to the spinal cord injury unit at Helen Hayes Hospital to address the impairments caused by his incomplete spinal cord injury. When he first got to our hospital, Elvis needed a mechanical lift to get in and out of bed. He needed a power wheelchair because of the extent of his paralysis. He was unable to stand, so a standing frame was used to support him in a standing position to retrain his body to tolerate being upright. Within a week of using this standing frame, he progressed to standing in the parallel bars with assistance, and through much hard work, he took his first steps 1 month after arriving. During his whole inpatient rehab stay, Elvis maintained a soft-spoken and professional demeanor. Rehabilitation for neurological deficits is about tailoring the treatment for that particular person. Even if the creativity level of the exercise intervention seemed outlandish to him, he'd give it a shot. He went along with any of the sometimes imaginative, off-centered exercises that I would request him to do. He would give anything a shot as long as it helped him achieve his goal of walking out of the building on his last day.
Elvis returned home in July 2019, but his journey was just beginning. He came to outpatient therapy in September 2019 in a wheelchair as his means for mobility. His goal was to start walking again. Elvis was a man of few words, but he was focused, determined, and dedicated. He worked hard in therapy and at home, doing all his home exercises and demonstrating consistency and steady progress throughout. Even if it was snowing out, I knew Elvis would be here and would not give up. He had good insight and an awareness of his limitations, but he was ready to be pushed and to try new things. With time, encouragement, and commitment, Elvis was ready to move on from his wheelchair, and he began walking into therapy. The walk became easier and easier as he continued to gain distance and independence, eventually wearing down his walker to the metal. Elvis was faced with a disruption to his therapy during the pandemic in March. However, this was not a setback for him. He remained focused and worked hard at home, doing his exercises regularly. Upon his return to therapy in June, he showed that hard work pays off, and it was now time to move on. With continued work, he progressed to walking with forearm crutches, and he continues to show that his journey is not over. Elvis was a fighter before therapy who competed in mixed martial arts. He was accustomed to training and knew the importance of hard work. This mental and physical fortitude has shown throughout his rehab course. Elvis, you have proven that you are a champion who is so deserving of winning this match. We are so pleased to award you with the Continuing Care Cup.
I'm outside.
I just want to say thank you to everybody from the very beginning. And yeah, it's been a journey to get to where I am right now. It wasn't easy. And thank you for everybody's patience. You know, even though when I didn't really say much, it was kind of a hard situation, and I didn't really know how to process it. I mean, it got better, and I'm still gonna keep going. Thanks to everybody here. just want to say thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
The Spirit of Achievement Award, our highest award, is presented to a patient who has demonstrated outstanding courage and determination to excel in their rehab program. Despite overwhelming odds and challenging circumstances, this honoree exemplifies the spirit of rehabilitation, inspiring us with their boundless resolve, positivity, and hope for the future. It's an honor to stand up here today and present the 2020 Spirit of Achievement Award to Phoebe Luciana. Phoebe was admitted to Helen Hayes in July of 2019 after being involved as a passenger in a head-on motor vehicle collision. She suffered a traumatic brain injury, among many other injuries, and entered into our neuro recovery program. From day one and across her 6-month stay, Phoebe endured and overcame so many obstacles. Initially, she was unable to breathe on her own, speak, eat, or move her arms or her legs. She also had extensive wounds all throughout her body, severe hypertonicity in her arms, and was unable to voluntarily move her arms or follow commands. Despite all of this, and despite how much pain she was in, Phoebe worked hard to regain her independence. She worked hard in therapy to emerge from her coma, and when she did, she continued to push herself daily. Her progress from week to week was astonishing. Eventually, she was able to speak and breathe on her own, with the eventual removing of her trach and feeding tube. With daily practice and the use of adaptive equipment, she slowly regained the ability to use both of her arms and legs, feed herself, and dress herself from her bed. Phoebe was also able to participate more in recreational therapy, including playing video games and adaptive controllers and engaging in tabletop games.
Through resilience, hard work, and encouragement from friends, family, and Helen Hayes staff, Phoebe was eventually able to begin standing, walking, and gaining the sense of independence which was once taken away from her. An incredible day came when Phoebe was even able to participate in a community outing with occupational and speech therapy to address community mobility, problem solving, and walking with a walker in a public space. By the time Phoebe left Helen Hayes Hospital, she was independently able to walk to her closet and get her clothes, as well as use her adaptive equipment for dressing while sitting on the side of her bed. She was able to sit out at a restaurant and order a cheeseburger independently at the Cheesecake Factory, and was able to participate in hospital socializations, play various video games without adaptive controllers, and participate in pet therapy, as well as engaging in different evening and weekend activities. Phoebe would have been entering her senior year in high school the month following her accident. As an amazing student who loved school and was very excited to finish her senior year and apply for college, she used this as motivation to push forward. Despite these overwhelming odds and challenging circumstances, this resilient 17-year-old never said no and pushed herself hard every day in therapy in order to meet her goals of getting better, to go back home to her family, puppies, and friends. Overall, Phoebe exceeded all expectations with becoming more independent. She came into Helen Hayes Hospital requiring total assistance for all aspects of self-care, communication, swallowing, walking, and sitting, to walking out of this hospital without assistance at an independent level. Phoebe demonstrated outstanding courage and determination and excelled in her rehabilitation program. Despite the challenges she was facing, she overcame so many difficulties and demonstrated to all staff, peers, and patients what hard work and resilience can truly lead to. I am so happy to present Phoebe with the Spirit of Achievement Award for all of her truly amazing accomplishments. Congratulations, Phoebe, you deserve it.
the hospital and all the staff. Like, I know how impatient I was, and how annoying and loud I was. And like, I don't know, I just want to thank you for pushing me to being better now. So thank you.
Congratulations again to all of our honorees. It has been a privilege to celebrate with you today and to witness your incredible journeys over the past year. We thank you and your loved ones for your strength and perseverance and wish you all the best for the future. Thank you all for tuning in to our Honors Assembly broadcast. We hope you stay well and look forward to celebrating again with you next year.